Britain's plans to scrap EU-made laws by the end of the year are sparking fears in Brussels the UK could become too competitive. Brussels is running scared of the UK's plans to scrap all remaining EU-made laws as the retained EU law bill continues to be debated in both houses of Parliament. According to Italian MEP Marco Zanni, the EU is worried the UK will become too competitive post-Brexit after peers debated the legislation in the House of Lords on Monday. Defending Britain's plans, Mr. Zanni wrote on Twitter, "The EU is worried the UK will become too competitive, which is exactly why Conservative and British majorities wanted Brexit, to get rid of absurd rules that unnecessarily burden the system." The MEP made the comments as he shared a note titled "EU worried UK is becoming too competitive," which read, "We hear the first voices from Brussels threatening a trade war with the UK over the retained EU law bill, which is to retire all EU regulations in the UK by the end of the year. The absurdity of the claim has a certain Putin-esque quality. The UK runs a large trade deficit with the EU and its standards on the environment and workers' rights are higher than the EU average. We note a recent tendency by the EU towards hysteria in defense of its industrial base. The legislation has been at the centre of hours of debate on Monday in the House of Lords, with Brexiteer and Remainer peers locking horns on amendments to put forward on the bill. The bill will be the next step in untangling Britain from decades of Brussels membership, according to Business Minister Lord Callanan. He defended the retained EU law, revocation and reform bill as it started its passage through the upper chamber, having already been through the Commons. There has been strong criticism of the draft legislation, which could see around 4,000 laws amended, repealed or replaced with limited parliamentary scrutiny over each decision. Lord Callanan said, "The retained EU law bill is the next step in reasserting the sovereignty of Parliament and untangling the UK from nearly 50 years of EU membership."